goes on and on. You give it all day long. Your love is hallelujah. It goes on and on. You give me a really good feeling all day long. Pulling the way down, not breathe your hand. You only can rescue me. This is my breath. If you were mine, if you were mine, I wouldn't want to go to heaven.
7 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Hey guys, after this great commentary, be sure you run over to our website, www.justmecmb.cc for this great t-shirt and more. Support the channel by purchasing a t-shirt. Hi, welcome to my channel. If you haven't done so already, hey guys, to another video. I hope you guys have had an amazing day. I know I have. If you guys are not familiar with my channel, Where We At Though, and you like RV content, if you would like a more of an inside scoop on what I got going on and all the things, be sure to go over there and check out the channel. Let me find, I thought I had that information, but maybe I don't. But anyway, it's called Where We At Though. It's my channel where I am working on my RV journey. I actually was supposed to start at the 1st of January. Have not had the opportunity to do so. So they had a big RV expo down here and we kicked it off over there. So whenever you get a chance, go over there and check us out. Had some new content put up here recently. So be sure you check that out. So in this short video, we are going to jump over to Wineglass. Wineglass was actually supposed to be a part of my live show later on tonight, but after checking out the video, um, hell, there wasn't enough information in the video that it was even warrant making her a part of that. So yeah, we're not gonna worry about that. We're just gonna talk briefly here about what she has going on, and then we'll jump over there. Now, let me, before we go over and talk about a wine glass, briefly talk about something that we started earlier today. We went over to um, Peach McIntyre's channel, and we actually talked about the fact that she took her kids to one of the Disney parks and she had her twins in the park, um, in an actual um, some kind of swimming something or another, lazy river, I think it's called. And she had the kids in the lazy river, and she had the twins on a tube, an inner tube, and they actually kind of was just out there floating. Um, the video was called Poor Wisdom and Knowledge, and we talked about the fact of her having them out there floating in the lazy river, child. And so um, I did some research because this instance is the second time Peach has had her kids um, somewhere uh, in the Disney, infrastructure, and the kids were just out there. Um, and I was just so shocked with that. This is the video right here on my channel. Um, it went up earlier today, and we talked about the fact that she put them in the lazy river on the inner tube. Now the inner tube wasn't opened at the back, so they weren't actually in the water, they were on the tube. But this is a tube that she didn't have anything covering the tube that would be proprietary to her to make sure the kids didn't get any germs. Also, they were in the river with not only her and her family, but countless other people. And with that being the case, I mean, anything could happen anywhere in that river. It caused a rift in the water, and the babies could be popped up because at the time she wasn't holding it the whole time, right? So at any given time, those kids could have fell out of that inner tube. Also, y'all, the girl didn't. There was nothing securing the children, nothing to secure any child in the inner tube. So I just thought that was really crazy for her to do that. It was very high risk. Also, I thought it was very neglectful of Disney to do. So by her kids being in there, if anything happens to her children, she could sue Disney because they are allowing her to have her kids in there. These are 2-month-old babies, 2-month-old immunosuppressant babies because they were NICU babies. Um, there were other pictures on social media showing other children that have been in different Disney water parks in the water like that. Now, to be honest, I don't think the other kids that I saw were as young as her children, but it still seems that um, they are allowing those kids to be in there, which seems very unsmart to say the least, y'all. I'm just keeping it real. So, I just wanted to say that, like I said, we already talked about the actual situation, but the fact that Disney seems to be okay with this, I thought was interesting. Now, we already seen them go on an actual ride. She went in another ride with these babies. Wood had one, she had one. They were riding on something, and Disney, the actual person who was working the ride, saw her get on it. So Disney seems to be okay with this. Tell me what y'all think about that, because I think it is very neglectful and very, I don't even know the right word to use. It's neglectful and very much dangerous for that to be okay. And I just want to know what you guys think. I thought this was just a peach thing, but clearly there have been other people that have their kids on there. So there's that about that. So next we're going to jump on over here. Um, we're going to jump on over to Wine Glass No Chill. And she did a video the other day. We've already did a reaction to that particular video. But she did a video talking about her son Niori, and he's having an issue going to the bathroom. That he holds it, and something about him holding it and having an issue or going to the bathroom, right? So um, she did a additional video talking about it. It was a 11-minute video, but the fact of the matter is the part about Naori was like 5 minutes. So I didn't want to include that in our actual reaction video because it just really wasn't worth it. But we are going to jump on over here to her channel, and we're going to listen to the part about him, what she had to say coming behind him, and then we're going to go from there on that. So let me get that up on the screen. Here we go. I'm going to get that on up here. So, like I said, she was talking about Naori. He's been having an issue, and so this one is the truth about Naori's situation. So I'm gonna go. It She really talked about it in the last part of the video. Actually, this is an 18-minute video, but she only talked about it at the very end. And who in the world is going to sit here and just stay over here at Wineglasses and watch a whole 20-minute video when what we want is the last 5 minutes of the video? So that's what we about to watch.
What is you doing, though? Hey, playing with the balloon. There go the cat. Looking pitiful. He's just like, he just woke up, though, for real. All right, y'all. Phone died. It's on 4%. I'm gonna put it on the charger, but I did spend only $15 at Dollar Tree getting this stuff. So let's get it together. So I want to talk about Naori and his situation with the pooping. So we've been had this situation probably not even a week.
Now she said Naori was potty trained and that um, he was holding it real long and wouldn't use it in the bathroom. So I guess he's just using it on himself or something like that. So that's what she's elaborating on.
Maybe a week. But he's been having that situation, and I realized that he was just constipated, and he hates when it hurts when he poops, so he tried to hold it. So what I did was I did give him a laxative yesterday, and then he came in the house yesterday and he did use the bathroom in the toilet. So hopefully that gets rid of fear for him. Nothing happened with my child. Nobody touched my child. I don't know why y'all always assume when something like that happens, something is going on. Nothing.
Now, Wineglass, people assume that because it does happen sometimes. I can't speak for the people that was in her comments, but what I can say is when we watched the video yesterday, I didn't hear anybody talking about, in my chat anyway, anybody talking about something happening to her child. So
Nothing is going on. My kids are perfectly fine. All my kids are healthy, happy and healthy. Nobody is getting mistreated over here or touched on. So don't ever feel that way. Another thing is Naori like for me to drive him to school every day because he don't like to sit on the bus. He's realizing that the bus is taking forever for him to go to school. Now, in my last vlog, when he first started school, Naori wanted to get on the bus. And I told his teacher, like, he wants to get on the bus. He wants that independency. But now, you know, any kid, they don't want to be on the bus. It takes too long. And it does. It take a long time. He gets on the bus at 7. So I'm assuming he's one of the first kids to get picked up. His school don't start till 8:05. Now, y'all know that my car was broke, so I couldn't take him back and forth to school, so he had to get on the bus. And if I have to take a kid to school, so just getting him on the bus and get him off the bus is a lot easier for me, personally. But yeah, that's what he wanted. So there's nothing going on with Naori. Naori just love when mommy cater to him. And
y'all, we are still having issues with the internet down here due to all of this bad weather. But we don't currently have any issues. I don't know why. Let me see if I did something wrong.
love on him. He knows what mommy does for him. So that's really it. But yeah, y'all, let's continue this vlog. This boy. Just use the bathroom for a little bit, and he ain't here. In ranch. Time to clean you up. It's 75 degrees outside. It's hot. It's hot in this house. And I was just telling babe we could go outside. And the baby finna take a nap. So, yeah. You ready for a nap, fat man? That's my baby. All right, y'all. So the baby is finally asleep at 2. It's 1:51. So I'm going to sit here. I usually give myself a break. And I'm going to sit here and edit another video. I don't know if that's a break or not, but I do watch other content creators. But I gave myself a little break, and then to see more of these videos, binge watch all my day in life videos right here.
So, guys, that's what she had to say about him in response to the issue with his going to the bathroom thing. So, I didn't want to do a whole segment in my live dedicated to that. So, I don't know if that's a thing or not. I didn't have an issue with it. I remember having a child that eventually did have some intermittent issues being stopped up. Um, with the girl is very scary, especially taking her to the let me say it right. With the girl, it was scary because of having to expose her like at the hospital, things of that nature. My daughter ended up having to have a special test done. They had to put a contrast in her, like it was a lot. So, um, but even with that, it was a problem that she wasn't going, but it never manifested itself the way that she's speaking on it. But it is no roadmap to how to deal with these things when it comes to kids. But I never would think that something was happening to Wineglasses' son. So it's weird that some people thought that from him not pooping in the toilet. But I guess, anything is possible. Anyway, guys, that's what she had to say. And that's pretty much all I have for you guys in this video. Tell me what you guys think in the comments about that situation as well as about the situation with Disney. And don't you think that Disney will be liable if something happened to one of these kids they are allowing to be treated in such a manner, which is putting them on things that they're not old enough to handle? Especially when there's no statements being signed saying that they are not liable. So they are automatically taking responsibility for whatever happens to that child on that water ride. So, anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think. We will definitely talk about this in the comments below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. If you have not hit that like button yet, please go ahead and do so. See you all in the next one. Bye-bye.
She get it from her mama. I'ma say you fucking right. Body with this humble like. Tell me in a humble life. Tell me is you down? Cause I'm trying to go up tonight. All the hoochies left and right. I just wanna live in fantasy. I think we deserve it right. Top of the memories I've ever made in my life. Permanent ecstasy. The ladies is pimps tonight. Living inside a dream. I slay where the love is light.